All right, all right, all right. What's up? What's good? What it do? Welcome everyone back yet to another episode of Just Jiving. Here with your host, Tarek. And you know what? No nothing. We're getting into it, Sonny. Sonny.
Yo.
Why does the universe hate us so?
Bro, it's lucky number 7, bro. This is it. This is the one. This is the one.
This is the one, baby. This is the one. Yo.
I have faith. This is the one.
7 recordings.
We have a lot of content.
Man.
We have a lot of content.
And something fucked up for literally all of them. All 6 previous ones, some shit got fucked up. Crazy. 7.
Wow.
I haven't recorded with anyone 7 times before.
So you know what? Consistency.
That's hilarious because that was actually, I was recording earlier today with Dylan Shively, and that was our word that we talked about today, consistency. So that's funny.
Dylan's fire. Shout out to Dylan.
Yeah, shout out to Dylan Shively. I can't wait to get that episode out. Audio only, but that's all right. It's still going to be a good one. But anyway, I got my boy Sonny Dawson in the building. Once again, maybe for the first time for y'all motherfuckers hearing it, maybe for the second time if you heard his little guest episode before. But I got my boy Sonny Dawes today. We're gonna be, we're just gonna hash it up because we have topics that I know that we want to talk about for sure. But at this point, son, we're getting so much better with our going back and forth and shit that we might, we have the topics to go back to, but we might just free flow it for now. But before we get into any of that, make sure y'all motherfuckers remember to like, subscribe, share the podcast, follow the podcast, all that good engagement shit. Follow the Instagram at what was it? Oh yeah, just _jiving with 2 N's. So I've been doing this. This is like my 3rd recording today. So yeah, I'm just like, I don't know how I'm forgetting shit, but just _jiving. That's with 2 N's. That's the Instagram, the Facebook page, just jiving, like how you spell the show, the Twitter at JIVINN _podcast, and send any inquiries or topics you think I can rant and rave on about to any of those. It really doesn't fucking matter. Sonny, what you drinking?
I am drinking a sour by Prairie. I love my sours.
Goddamn right.
This is a sour ale with pineapple, mango, and passion fruit.
Oh, that sounds fire.
It's delicious. It's called Sneaking Suspicion.
Goddamn. Shit. I figured I would drink one of my favorite beers today too. It's a Weiss beer, or I'm sorry, a Weiss beer by, what is it? Flankenskana. Yeah, sure. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I really do want to learn how to speak German. I ain't gonna front. I think it's an awesome language.
During setup, you hit that German accent was spot on, boy.
Yeah, but you know how I love my wheat beers, baby.
I was just gonna say, I knew it was a wheat beer. You love the wheat beers, bro.
Yeah, I love my wheat beers, son. There's something about that little banana and clove with the wheat flavor and the citrusiness.
Randall likes wheat beers. She is a fan of the wheat beers.
Oh, Randall likes wheat beers, does she?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Oh, bet. Oh, fantastic.
Wheat beers, Hefeweizens, all those things.
Fuck yeah. Cheers to you, Randall, and to this recording session, sir. All right, Sonny. Today, I really want to start off by getting to the core fundamentals of what you want to talk about, which is cannabis, the stigmas behind it that you want to dispel, and the promotion of using it for more medicinal purposes and getting, more information out there that people can make a more informed decision on their cannabis purchases, within legal states, obviously. But let's be real, even if it ain't in the legal state, motherfuckers still go fucking buy this shit.
Yeah, at least you gotta know. I mean, I think you should know, excuse me, what you're buying, what you're ingesting. At this point, with like legalization going across the United States, whether it be adult use or medicinal, I think it's important for adults to be educated on the cannabis they're consuming, because like any other industry, there's the people who are in it for the wrong reasons, the people who are in it for the money and not for the actual plant or the science behind the plant or the medicinal benefits. They just see money bags when they look at the plant.
I have a question. If you had, like, let's say somebody was like, yo, bro, I like the way you grow. I'm going to give you mad bread to expand this shit, but you got to do it for my company or whatever. Would you be about that life?
I mean, yes, but to an extent, I would have to be able to do the plants my way.
I see.
You know what I mean? See. Like, I have my
but doesn't
own
that
code
take
of
more
ethics.
time, though?
It doesn't matter. You can't cut corners when it comes to people medicine. You know what I mean? That's how I feel about it. Because I use the plant medicinally. Like, yeah, there was a point in time where I'm like, yo, let me roll up, time to get high. You know what I mean? Like, but like now for me, it's like, yo, if we're gonna smoke and go be productive. Because that like lazy stoner stigma, like I'm trying to get rid of that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it has its uses for sure. Some days it really is nice to just not do nothing, sonny.
Sit back, roll up, and smoke 110%.
Yeah. And I'll be honest, I have not had a day. I've had a half day where I was like, I'm gonna focus like on half of this day just doing nothing and just chilling and playing video games. Like those are usually on Saturdays when I play video games with my sister, honestly, because we literally end up playing for almost like 8. Actually, the other week I think we played for over 12 hours straight.
Wild.
Yeah,
it's fire though. Like I do that with like Sylvester, my brother. Like when he can get on at the fire station when he's at work.
He's a firefighter
in the Air Force. Yeah, bro, he's a firefighter.
Oh shit.
Yeah, bro, he's got a dope.
Yo, firefighters. I ain't gonna front. Firefighters are some gangsta ass motherfuckers. Like
facts.
Literally, you are like everything about your job is either dealing with danger or preparing to deal with danger. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely wild. And he's got some stories, bro. He sends like videos of some fires and stuff. Like it just be like, damn, y'all about to walk in that?
Yeah,
like,
and then it's like, yeah, it's like okay,
but like when he gets on the game, we'll run for a little bit, and like when I play with my homie Ant and Omar from North. You remember Omar?
Omar, which
Richardson?
one? Okay, I don't think I've ever met him.
Yeah, that's my best friend. That's my homie.
Word?
Yeah, since 8th grade, bro.
That's what's up.
He's like one of the most consistent motherfuckers in my life. Shout out to Omar.
You know what's crazy, son? I've never met any of besides Ant. I don't think I've met any of the people who you've introduced me to.
I don't believe in person. So. Bro, if you think about it, we've never actually met in person.
Yeah, me
like
and you.
We've met through Ant, and like you are another one of the most consistent motherfuckers in my life. So it's like crazy that we've never actually met in person.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, and especially because you don't live that far. So I definitely, if not this year,
that must change soon.
That
we
will
come up to Colorado for sure.
That will, because this will be a great way for people to get to know you, and there's also a good little segue for the next thing. So clearly, as someone who smokes cannabis,
right?
You wanna smoke the best kind of cannabis or whatnot. Now, has your military experience like aided in that in some kind of way? Did that have anything to do with it at all?
Not really. I mean,
okay, so you just
my military job was like electronics and working on an aircraft and like a radar system. So like, it wasn't what I wanted to do.
Well, no, I'm saying my bad. I didn't word that right. Did your military experience make you like? Did it do anything for your love of cannabis at all? Did it affect it?
Yeah. Because I like my back pain, my neck pain, absolutely. That's what, like one of the things I medicate for is my chronic pain. So like, yeah, it definitely plays a part in why I choose to use cannabis, because I don't want to take, what do they prescribe now? Like naproxen, right? Naproxen and like ibuprofen, like tons of it. And I'm like, I don't want to like taking this much of that stuff will destroy my liver. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, bro, I'm like super cool off that. Plus, it like every time I've ever taken ibuprofen or like even Tylenol for like headaches and shit growing up, bro, like it would make my stomach hurt. I've never been a fan of taking. Like, the only medicine like I actually took and actually enjoyed, as gross as it may sound, is fucking Robitussin.
Robitussin,
bro. When I had a cough, my mom would be like, "Get the tussin." I just drink it. I'd be like, "Bet." Like, it never bothered me. You know how people are like, oh, cough syrup is gross. I'm like, whatever, bro. Just and go to sleep. Like,
Nah, my mom was the same. Well, not necessarily just Robitussin. We had fucking, what was it, like Buckley's?
Buckley's, the West Indian John. Yes, bro. You can't even get that in the States, Joe. Yo, what?
Yo, bro, I had that shit once. I'm like, oh my God.
Buckley's was the shit, bro. Yo, we took that shit and it just disappeared, bro. You were not sick anymore.
That the fucking fish oil.
Yeah.
Son.
That shit was gross.
Oh, disgusting. So yeah, fucking cough syrup was like, yo, I took some
100%.
cough syrup, son.
Yeah, so, yo, what? That's crazy. You said Buckley's, bro. What?
Yo,
the nostalgia that just set in.
Oh, I will never forget that, man. Because I was sick, and my mom was like, "Oh, boy, I've never seen it before." I'm like, "What the fuck is this?" And just a big old spoonful of that nasty, you ever say something and then the taste come immediately back to your mind?
Yeah, bro.
Like, God, it's so disgusting.
Like Bacardi Peach Red.
Yo, this crazy. Because with all the medicine out there, no one really thinks of cannabis as such. You know what I mean?
Bro, the coolest thing I've ever got to do was work in a dispensary as a bud tender.
Oh, word.
The patients that I got to meet that actually use cannabis medicinally was crazy. There was a wide variety, and it was all ages, all different kinds of people, and they all had the same story. Cannabis saved their life. We had one lady, she had ovarian cancer or something like that, and she stopped all normal cancer treatment and switched to cannabis, RSO, and FICO, and the cancer disappeared. By no means is this like health advice, and I am not a doctor, but like this is just sharing other people's testimonials.
Right. I mean, I'm not a doctor either. I'm not gonna advocate any fucking like, oh yeah, you totally should. But
that's not.
I mean, if it helps people, then
that's just another success story, bro. Like, there's a young kid, Gabriel. I know. My buddy was making FICO for his family for a while to donate to his family, so they didn't have to go and purchase a ton at the dispensary. They got it at cost. They picked it up from the dispensary, so it's all legal, and realistically, the patients in the city raised money to pay for a ton of FICO for this family. So the family just picked it up. Fully extracted cannabis oil.
Fully extracted cannabis oil. Yeah, what is cannabis oil?
It's oil derived from the plant. It's like full spectrum.
Because I thought that. So does that have terpenes in it? Because we were talking about that.
Yes. Okay. It's like everything from the plant. It's completely. Excuse me. I don't know the extraction method, to be honest with you. Whatever. That is not my wheelhouse. That is chemistry for a brilliant mind.
So yeah, that's because I thought that you knew how to make.
I know how to make hash.
So that's different.
100%. 100%. Yeah, FICO is a whole different ballgame. Aranda, she's gonna start getting into like the FICOs and like the RSOs and learning how to like RSO, Rick Simpson oil. It's like another like cancer fighting oil that is made and derived from cannabis.
Okay.
Yeah, that right there is not my wheelhouse at all. Like, I am like plant guy, and then like I process my own hash because my homies process hash and they put me on, and like it's fire.
I ain't gonna lie. Once you said something about chemistry, that made my brain perk up. I loved chemistry.
Yeah, chemistry, I wish I paid more attention because like I just relearned chemistry to deal with these plants. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot that goes into this that a lot of people don't realize. I mean, granted, yes, it's a weed and you can throw it in some potting soil and water it and you'll grow weed, but that doesn't mean you got the best out of that plant. You know what I mean?
Exactly. You see, Sonny, this is why I fucks with you. Cause you take the extra mile.
Can't cut corners, man.
You know what I'm saying? And it's that quality of life assurance type mindset where it's like, all right, if we had like at least half of the population give enough of a fuck to go at least one extra mile, nigga, son. Like,
bro, the extra mile is never crowded.
Bro, for real. Because no one ever goes there. It's like, that's
like
mad
literally
work.
you wanna set yourself apart, go the extra mile.
That ass. You know why I love...
That's 100%.
You know why I love
Surefire
going
way.
to fucking snowboarding and shit on, like, where it's called first chair, where you get there and you're like in the line to get the first chair lifts up there. You know why I like doing that? It's because there's no one there, Sonny. I can't describe it to you. Maybe the closest thing that I could get is maybe like if there's a time when you're in your plants and you're just in this zone, but no one else is around you. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever grown with anyone else?
Yeah, I worked at a commercial grow, and it was cool. Like, we had a pretty fire team at the time, and like we would do that. We would zone out with the music on and just like defoliate or take clones. I'll do that at home, bro. Like, if I'm in my tent and I got a big crop and I'm sitting here by myself, like, I'll sit down, put a plant in front of me, defoliate, set it down, pick up another plant, defoliate, boom, and I'm going. You know what I mean? Like, it's just me and plants. Just chilling.
Yes, exactly. So when you're in that flow mind state and whatnot, the
avatar state,
let's call it that. The avatar state where you're just focusing on these plants and whatnot. Do you feel as if that's the general way of approaching it with like bigger companies or whatnot? Because I'm not sure if that takes a lot.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. The way I grow at home is not a commercially like viable way to grow.
Oh, I see. It takes too much time, huh?
Yeah, like when I build out my own facility and stuff, like I'm trying to keep it small batch craft cannabis to where I can control the environment to the T. I can dial in strain specific environments. You know what I mean? I want to keep it no more than 2 strains per room. You don't want to grow a ton of different strains per room because each cultivar is completely different. They like and respond to things differently. So like you don't want to run 15 strains in one room. I mean, you can and you can still be successful about it. But for me, it's like I'm not doing that plant justice.
Well, it's funny. You can actually, Sonny, you know what you can do? You can make that like, my friend Dan, he told me about like this wine club thing that he's a part of. And there's certain vineyards that only produce during a certain time because of the high quality of their grapes and their process to make the wine. And they only make a certain amount of bottles like per year, but they literally always sell out because number one, people who know wine know that the shit is good. And number two, they know that it's in limited quantity. So motherfuckers gonna want to get their hands on it. So I don't think that your shit, it may not be like massively commercially viable, but you can definitely like market your shit at least for like the state or whatever that you're in, you know what I'm saying? Because I think that people, here's a weird thing. I don't think that generally people think about quality when they think about smoking weed.
Nah, they just want to get high.
Exactly. So, what does that tell you? That you can get more out of it with the quality of it. And if you know who you're talking to, you know what I'm saying? Just do a little bit of marketing, make that shit sound nice, look nice. I'm just saying, Sonny, I don't know. I think you got some shit going for you, bro, cause
oh yeah, like I'm not gonna, even when I'm commercial, bro, I'm not gonna cut corners or like, you know, do things any differently. I'm still gonna do it to where I can manage it with maybe 1 or 2 other people. I'm not going to make it to where it's like this giant, you know what I mean? And yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm talking limited drops because I want to make sure that I bring out the best of what I'm putting out, like the quality over quantity every single time.
So you ain't trying to make billions and billions, are you?
No, bro.
Nah?
No.
All right, I respect that.
I want my craft to speak for me, and that be the bottom line. And if it brings me crazy success and it brings me, you know, all this money, great. But my goal, my vision is to provide like clean quality cannabis. I think everyone should be able to, at one point or another, ingest, consume clean quality cannabis. Cannabis should taste good. People don't even understand what terpenes are. People don't understand like different cannabinoids and how they affect your body. People need to understand these things, like the entourage effect, how cannabinoids and terpenes affect your high, and how to properly medicate yourself with the terpenes you need to do what you need to do. You know, stuff like that. It's like there's so much that goes into just getting high.
All right, well, let's start with the basics then. What are these terpenes and cannabinoids you speak of and all of that?
Terpenes are essentially, like, the simplest way I can break it down. Terpenes are essential oils. Everything's got terpenes. You know what I mean? Lavender has its essential oils, its terpenes. Citrus, oranges, lemons, they got their, their smells and oils and tastes that are all relative to them. It's the same thing. Terpenes are just essential oils that have their own, like, in our endocannabinoid systems and the way our body breaks them down, they do certain things in our body for us. How a terpene may affect me and how a terpene may affect me may affect you completely different. That's why, like, I try to tell people, like, yeah, sure, you can say a strain is indica or sativa, but keep in mind the way it hits me when I consume it may be completely different the way it hits you, depending on how your endocannabinoid system processes the terpenes and cannabinoids in what you're smoking.
Okay.
Because and that goes, like, people who shop off straight THC percentage don't do that. THC is just one cannabinoid that realistically it's not that great of a cannabinoid, to be honest. Yeah, it's like your psychoactive whatever, but like if I want to go to sleep, I want CBN. You know what I mean?
CBN?
Yes, I had a tincture that was CBN, and it would help with pain and it would help with insomnia, basically. It would put you out. It was like, the way it was described, it was like taking a painkiller, like a Percocet or like a hydrocodone. It's like that.
Wow.
But it's derived from the cannabis plant. It's not synthetic. It's just a cannabinoid.
That's impressive, son.
Yeah, bro. Like, there's so many different cannabinoids that you can look up. CBN, CBG, CBV, CBD, and then terpenes. You have your limonene, caryophyllene, myrcene, linalool, ocimene, terpenoline. These are all cannabinoids and terpenes that all do different things that are the more prevalent ones in the cannabis on the market now.
Okay. So, for the basic average Joe ass motherfucker who don't know shit about shit, when they're shopping for the bud, what are some things that they should look out for more, like, now knowing these things?
So you definitely want to trust your nose. Like, a lot of high terpene cannabis smells good. It smells like it would have high volumes of terpenes. So definitely follow your nose, but also know what you're looking at as far as the bud. You want your bud to look like it actually comes off a plant. You don't want it to look like those dense little pebbles that are super compact that when they hit your rolling tray sound like, dense little pebbles, because
like
more
beer
than likely,
turds.
Yeah, bro. Like, those are more than likely grown with PGRs or phosphorylated, and realistically, PGRs, they're plant growth regulators, and a lot of commercial grows will feed their plants that, and it'll make the plants dense, making them heavier, and more weight equals more money. PGRs have been shown to increase the risk of all different kinds of cancers, and it is not safe to consume. You know what I mean? So you don't want those tight little pebbly nugs. You want it to look like it came off a plant, man. Like dried, cured. You want it to have bud structure. You can Google PGR weed versus non-PGR weed, and you'll look and be like, damn, holy shit, how much PGR weed have I smoked in my life? And it's crazy to think about, because the shit we smoked back in the day,
I was gonna say,
my God,
a lot of them nugs was
and like
dense.
Shit I learned now is like black market shit is like shit that didn't pass testing on the legal market. So it'll be like heavy metals,
this whole time
implants,
I thought it
bugs, mold, all kinds of shit.
So it's not motherfuckers growing shit on their own farm and just selling it to.
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes like they'll backdoor it, and it is what it is, but. A lot of the time, it's the reject packs that they can get off to not legal states, for the low. I mean, $1,600 a pound type shit, and they'll fucking, I don't know.
Jesus.
You see it on Black. There's a page on IG called The Blacklist, and it has like all kinds of cannabis news, and you'll see motherfuckers getting caught with booth packs in like Florida, and they're coming from like Nevada. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And like, yeah, bro, and they all get caught. There's like a smuggler's route and all kinds of shit. I'm like, bro, why are you doing this? It's legal in Florida. Just grow, set up a shop and grow in Florida, bro. What are you doing?
Do you think that is because, is it harder to do that, to like set up a shop versus to get some shit?
Yeah, there's always legal things to, you know.
Well, it is correct. And, you know, I'll be honest. The fact that Florida legalized weed, like that took me. I thought they would be one of the last fucking states to do that shit.
Bro, I thought Oklahoma was going to be the last state, one of the last states.
Me too.
Like, what? There was like, wow. Yeah. I was blown away, bro. In my lifetime, Oklahoma.
Probably because they got to think that they can make some kind of money off of it, but they don't really. It doesn't sound like motherfuckers really give a shit about the plant itself as a medicinal substance. It's still cause it's the programming, Sonny, from fucking what, the 20s or whatever the fuck, for mad years. Motherfuckers have just been seeing all kinds of propaganda about weed and doing this shit and yada 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 and blah blah blah, which is why we can't, like, why isn't there an acid and shroom shop, like a fucking dispensary, you know what I mean?
Bro, I'm pretty sure you can buy like shrooms in some legal states.
Well, like, so I think shrooms is legal in the city of Denver. Yes, but I've yet to see a shop that sells shrooms. I mean, it's probably going to take a while. But also, it's because of the stigma, honestly, and because of all the motherfuckers who don't do the shit. It's like, oh, it's bad. I don't want it. It's like, shut up. All right. Be quiet. As a matter of fact, I don't want to say you need to take it, because I am truly convinced that some people should not try any psychedelics. Yeah, for real. But also, just because you can't enjoy something, motherfucker, that don't mean that I can't enjoy it. Shit, I know how to do drugs responsibly. Why? Because I've done it before. God damn it. And no one got hurt, and everything was great. The setting, the company, the people, preparation, mental preparation as far as physical preparation, all of that stuff is important. It's not just I'm just gonna do shrooms one day. Like, no, I need to make sure that I have.
Absolutely not.
I need to have my time off. My house has to be clean. I have to have food. You know what I'm saying? I need to fucking, if I'm doing it around other people, we all need to be chilling and we need to have time. And all this, it's a fucking ritual. God damn it! It's a fucking. I understand that it's just sounding like I'm just advocating for drug use and shroom uses, but to be honest,
there's been studies for PTSD in troops that use psilocybin and psychedelic mushrooms. They've also used LSD, and it has had positive effects in depression, anxiety, and PTSD studies. So I mean it makes sense. It's like a reset. They call it a mental reset.
I like that. I feel that. Because every time I've done shrooms, definitely when I
the
was
next day is like the weight of the world is off your shoulders. Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah, it's really good to understand how your mind works from different perspectives.
Right, but that's also where you put the disclaimer: if you're not of sound mind and body and completely
this is also true
with yourself as a whole, and you haven't accepted you as you, do not do psychedelics.
You know, yes, I want to be clear. When I go back to the point where there truly are people who just shouldn't do it. And the reason why I say that is because there are some people that I just think that they don't want to get to know themselves and try to get better from those deep depths of their person. It's like, the surface level shit, glossing over something, whatever, putting a white coat of paint on it. Yeah, I bet they're able to do that. But to go into the nitty gritty and fucking pull out the wiring and the flooring and the drywall and renovate the entire fucking house.
Completely unfuck yourself?
Pretty much, son. Like, that shit is work. son.
Yeah.
Outside of shrooms and acid and all that shit is goddamn work. And people don't want to do that on a regular basis, but when you
much less in an altered state of mind.
Right, exactly. But when you do it on a regular basis, when you're in an alternate state, it's so much more fun. Because it's like, wait a minute, I didn't know. I thought that shit. That's crazy. That's so cool. Oh, I look at that way now. I like this. Well, let's try that when we're sober. You know what I'm saying? It's an interesting way to look at yourself, because you know that the thoughts that come are just that. Thoughts, you know, it's like flowing clouds, and whatever you decide to give power to and to hearken on, I bet that's your choice, but you don't have to.
Yeah,
and that's
absolutely.
That's kind of like what I don't want to say what doing drugs, but that's kind of what shrooms and what acid taught me, because I've never had a bad trip before. I've had moments where it's like, all right, the existential dread is coming. You know what I'm saying? The only thing you can do at that point is just let it rock and just let it, just experience it and try to extrapolate whatever you can from it, because, you can't stop the thoughts from coming. That's another thing. You can't stop the thoughts from coming, but what you can do
is control how much they mean.
Exactly. You control how much power you give them, how much attention you give them. And you can decide, you know what? I'm going to try not to think about that one as much, because I like this thought more. And then by thinking about that thought more, it fills the void that you used to have by thinking of this other thought so much that was negatively impacting your life. Do you feel me?
100%.
Goddamn, sorry. That was a fucking
I've been there. No, that was a good one. Cheers.
Cheers, buddy.
That was a real good one. I like that one. Amen.
But you be around shit like this though, Sonny. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know how much you've been doing shit for your entire life, but the whole, like, when I say you've been around this, I don't necessarily mean drugs. I mean like the breaking down of your belief systems, the being open-minded to things that you may not have been to before, the skill of being rational and still understanding your emotions and how you think about things, and just trying to get better and being more disciplined and things like that. That's what you and I'm going to say, have been very intimate with in our life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'd say that.
Yeah.
100%.
And that may have been what brought you to be more passionate and more meticulous about your cannabis consumption.
Yeah, because at this point, as an adult, like I said, bro, there's no reason to not know. We have a computer in the palm of our hands daily, access to tons of information. I still see people to this day, grown folks, bitching and moaning that we weren't taught taxes and interest rates and mortgages in school. I'm like, bitch, you've been out of school 10, 11, 12, 13 years. Get on YouTube.
Right.
Google that shit. Go get taxes for dummies. You know what I mean? There's so many resources out there that you can educate yourself on. YouTube University, bro, what? Every time something's wrong with my car, I'm a mechanic.
Yo, that's facts.
Like, there's so much information and so much to be learned in the palm of your hands, bro. Like,
yeah,
you have no excuse. At this point, you have no excuse.
I agree with you, Sonny. This is one thing that, and you know what? I might go on a total different tangent right now, but I was talking to Dylan about this earlier, and I do just believe that there are people out there that no matter how hard it gets, they will try to find the way, because that's how they want to keep going. And that's how they make sense. 100%. That's how they make sense of their life and shit.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I think of? The fact you said that. You ever see the movie Troy? Brad Pitt?
A long time ago, but I don't really remember a lot.
You remember when the motherfucker was putting on his armor and he was like, he was asking the little boy, it was a little boy, right? Was asking him like, you're really going to go fight him? Like, I wouldn't go fight that dude. And he looks over his back and he's like, that's why no one will remember your name. What? One of the hardest scenes of all time to me. And that shit is burned in my head, bro. Like, what Brad Pitt was like, and that's why no one will remember your name. And I'm like, yo, what? Yes. Like, what? I want to run through a wall right now.
I feel that. Because life isn't no risk, son.
Yo, life is all risk.
I mean, you can live a minimal risk life where,
and no one will remember your name.
Precisely.
That's not living.
It is for some people, Sonny.
Bro,
that's the one thing. Okay. Like I'm starting to realize that myself. It's like I don't fuck with it at all. Cause I think that the more that we try to do shit, the more we'll enjoy our life. Generally speaking, because we'll have more reference points. You feel me?
Like, yeah, I don't like that, so I'm not going to do that.
Right.
You know at that point, right? Like, yeah, that's not for me.
But the thing, I'm not trying to call motherfuckers. I guess I am calling them soft. Every time I say I'm not trying to call someone this, I end up doing that exactly.
Yeah.
So fuck, I'm just gonna say
yes.
I just think some motherfuckers are soft
about the Dave Chappelle stand up right now.
Yeah, are they still on that?
Yeah,
are niggas still on that? That shit came out like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, people are like walking out of Netflix now and like they're gonna put a warning before the special. I'm just like, yo, it's comedy. Comedy has always been offensive. Like, get the fuck over yourself.
Yeah, this is always. I mean, so I was talking to my friend Camille about this, and my question was that from the logic of how motherfuckers talking about now, are the people in the group the only ones allowed to joke about that group?
Right. That's what I'm saying, and at that point, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Like now you're segregating yourself.
Well, right, because I mean, women can't make fun of men no more. Men can't make fun of women no more. Yeah, no racial jokes from anyone else. Like, you know what I'm saying? No society jokes about any other. Like, I, as a skinny heterosexual black male, can only talk about skinny heterosexual black males. That's it. And I don't understand, because I thought, oh, goddamn. Woo! But it makes some people mad, son. I thought that the whole point was to have motherfuckers not give a shit. And if that's the case, then we make fun of motherfuckers in that way. Like, if you want to be a part of the group, there's no one in the group that isn't subject to getting their ass cut a little bit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And at that point, when you're not subject to get your ass cut, are you even part of the group anymore? No. You literally separated yourself.
Right.
You want acceptance and you want to be equal, yet you don't.
Exactly. So
I don't understand it, bro. Like, people, I don't know. People probably gonna get mad at me too, but it is what it is at this point. Like,
well, because I guess I identified that the whole turf thing, like the trans exclusionary radical feminists or whatever.
Yeah.
And I think that was also a big thing that people were getting upset at. But I mean,
I don't see anything wrong with it. If they can have their labels, I think anybody can have their labels. Isn't that part of free speech and shit?
I mean, like, has anyone been born from someone who didn't have ovaries and fallopian tubes?
No.
And a vaginal canal?
No.
You know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, things like that.
Bro, I'm going to keep it real with you. Dave Chappelle said nothing wrong.
Unless like, test tube babies, right? Test tube babies. Don't they have those where you're born in,
they still have to be put into a womb, bro.
Oh, you see, I'm thinking of that old. So that okay, and this is gonna sound mad dumb. That old show, Kyle XY, where the motherfucker was born in like a tube and shit. Like, they can't do that.
What?
The nigga who was born, he had no belly button, son. He had no belly button, son. No, listen, I'm not crazy. There was this old show called Kyle XY. I believe you, bro,
but I ain't never in my life.
I deadass thought that like, if you put a sperm and an egg in a tube It was.
You could really hatch it like a baby.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Nah, bro. They're making artificial wombs now. I'm pretty sure, but like that you can grow and watch the baby grow and shit. But it still has to be done like in vitro. You still have to like get it shot up there and like it has to.
Oh, so someone like an actual human has to fertilize it.
No, it can be fertilized in a petri dish and then you get it.
Right, but for the most part, it's not as successful as like natural birth and whatnot. And I think that was what, because I don't know. And the thing is that like I think I know one person who might be trans, but oh my god! All right, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna say we're already on this. We're already on this. I don't think that sexuality in any regard should be such a big part of who you are.
Someone's personality traits? Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, same. Like, no one gives a fuck, bro. Like, just be you.
Like, son, I don't even like sex scenes in movies, my nigga. Like, I like, and I'm talking like boy and girl shit. Like, I don't.
Yeah, I could do without him.
I don't. Like, you know, I like those movies where it's like they show the before and then the after of stuff, and like, all right, cool, you know what happened. You feel me? Like, you don't need to show like the
tasteful.
Yeah, you don't need to show like the whole the sexual act or the the prelude to it or whatever. Like, you know what it is and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never really cared for the showing of sexuality in general.
I agree. I think a lot of things are over sexualized.
Exactly. So when people get upset because I guess they're not able to go around being free to feel what they feel, love who they love, and fuck who they want to fuck, I guess like I understand that. I guess actually you know what? I don't know if I do understand that because I've never had that problem, Sonny. I've never had, and this is why it's hard for me to come to a really strong conclusion on this shit, because I understand how it feels to want to say some shit and to express yourself, but I also understand that not everyone's gonna give a shit. Like most people probably won't, honestly.
Yeah. And that's where I say control what you can control inside your bubble in your life.
But that sounds insensitive, though, Sonny.
It's not insensitive if you're controlling bro. What are you insensitive about?
No, I'm saying
we covered this. We covered this in the first time we had this rant about empathy and shit. You can still be empathetic to someone's plight and still, care about what they're going through without like making it this giant thing. You can still show support and love someone without it being the sole objective of your friendship. Like, oh my god, you're gay, I'm your friend. That's dumb. That's like, oh, I have a black friend. It's the same thing. It's just like, let it be, bro. Like, if you're like, that shouldn't be your whole personality. I completely 100% agree with you.
The reason why I only say that is because, like, Sonny, it sounds fucked up, but like, when it comes to who someone wants to fuck, like, I don't care. I can't even muster up even a half of a fuck. It's like, bro, you have a dick and you want to fuck dicks. Okay, I don't care. You want to smoke this butt, nigga? Like, I don't care. You a cool motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, or I don't like you and I don't want to hang out with you. You know, I don't care. Like, is it wrong to not care? Because then people are like, well, what about people who don't care about black people and shit? It's like, well, I can't do anything about that. There's gonna be people who don't give a fuck about my plights and how I feel and all that shit. I cool, bet. I ain't worried about you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Control what you can control and move the fuck on.
I don't know, Sonny. I'm gonna get canceled before I even get famous, goddammit.
You're ridiculous. This man said he gonna get canceled before he gets famous. Ain't nobody canceling nobody. People need to relax, bro.
Because I'm not
That's what it boils down to. People need to just chill, bro, and enjoy life.
Because I'm not being disingenuous with any of this. It's just that all of this confuses me, and I really thought the whole point was to not give a shit about who someone else is color-wise or who they're attracted to. Yeah, literally. Yeah. Literally. It's not like I'm fucking you, so I don't care. But whatever. I love all people. That's the only thing. Is like, I really do look at who someone is and how they
as a
act.
person. Correct.
You know
how
what I'm
they carry
saying?
themselves as an individual.
Yeah. And then it's like, all right, cool. Let's drink or smoke and chill together. Let's hang out. Let's get to know each other. Let's exchange perspectives. All that shit, yada, yada, yada. You know what I mean? But if it's one thing, like whether it's sexuality or some other shit, if that one thing is like something that defines you so much as a human being and you don't really know how to express yourself outside of that, that to me is a problem. But you know what? We are at, ooh boy, we already at almost 50 minutes, Sonny. This is gonna be a long fucking video to edit. So we're gonna edit there since we already done dug a hole for ourselves. Let's just see.
Bro, I carry a tactical shovel, bro.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's just see how the shit goes, honestly. I'm gonna oh man. Yo, and imagine if this is the one where everything works out perfectly.
It will be.
Before I let you go, my guy, you already know what to do, Sonny.
Yo, what did we say on the last recorded? Anything worth doing is worth overdoing. Moderation's for cowards.
Yes, you're right. If I'm gonna, I suppose with that logic, if I'm gonna express my thoughts, then I should try to do it as
express
authentically.
It coherently and exactly authentically as possible. Mm-hmm. You mean no harm. I don't hear any ill will in anything you say or any ill intentions. Mm-hmm. You're just expressing yourself. And if people can't accept it as just that, then that's, fuck them.
Yeah, you're right. Fuck them, Sonny. I like that.
On ending notes, like, seriously, if there's anything that you're thinking about doing, just do it. Like, what's the worst that can happen? You fail, then you learn what not to do. That's what I tell myself. If I can fail forward, you're winning.
Here. Thank you, Sonny. I appreciate you.
Fun.
I appreciate
Finally.
you, big dog. Yeah, not that ass. Let's
continue this series of episodes.
Fingers crossed.
Nah, this the one. The video's still working. My camera person's still here. The audio is chilling. The fan is off. There's no beep, beep, beep. I found out what that beep, beep, beep was. You weren't going crazy. It was my alarm system. So I took care of that notification. Everything was popping, bro. This is perfect. This is the episode. This is the one, y'all. This is it. Take 7. This is lucky number 7. Yeah, it's 7.
Let's go.
This is the one.
Bet. Lucky number 7, son. Oh, thank you, Sonny, for coming on. And
I appreciate you having me, bro.
Being so damn consistent, my guy. For real. Thank you.
I try, bro. They gonna hear a lot of me.
Goddamn right, y'all. Look forward to more of this motherfucker. It's so.
Also, don't forget, episode 100. My man's is taking a break.
Oh yes,
he has put out 100 episodes consistently. This man deserves his flowers. Content creators, a lot of podcast people do not do that. So shout out to Tarek for doing that. At episode 100, he is taking a break, but something to note. Episode 100, we are doing a giveaway. That is a thing.
Yes, we're doing a giveaway for
details to follow. Details to follow, but you'll have to actually listen to the 100th episode to figure out the details.
Goddamn right. Oh, teaser. I like it. Yeah, tease the audience, man. That's so. Yes, we are doing a giveaway for my 100th episode for those who have stuck with me week by week.
100, man. For 100, that should be celebrated.
For real, I think it should be. I honestly think it should be, and also my break should be celebrated because
100%. You deserve it.
Oh yeah,
you deserve it.
Oh yeah.
100 is a fucking big deal, dude.
That is a fucking big deal. You're right.
Congratulations.
That's why. I mean, these last few months, I gonna front. It's gonna be a hurdle, but I'm gonna get fucking through it. God damn it.
Yeah, you will.
I'm gonna get through. I'm gonna get to 100 episodes straight, baby. I'm gonna get to 100 episodes straight. But until then, thank you all out there for listening. Thank you, Sonny, for coming on. Appreciate your time, your presence, and your existence. Remember to talk to your loved ones in person, communicate in person, phone calls, Zoom calls, anything above text messaging, in-person conversations, all that good shit. Remember to stay striving and keep it jiving. And we'll catch y'all beautiful motherfuckers here next week for another episode. And until then, deuces. All right, Sonny.
That was the one.
You say that I don't care about you, but not anymore. Cause you forgot about us. All you wanna do is fight, bringing me down every night, yeah. I think that I'd rather be alone. Even though I hate when my bed is empty, I don't wanna be locked up while pretending. So I'ma make it easy for us both. Cause I don't even want your love,